Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this clean minimalist hero section using HTML, CSS and GSAP for text animation. So if I reload this page, we can see that we have this animation for the hero section. So we're going to use GSAP for this text reveal animation. So let's get started. Right here I have created this folder called GSAP animations and I have opened it with VS Code. Let's create the necessary files. So let's create a new file called index.html. Let's create another file called style.css. And for the GSAP, let's also create a new file called main.js for storing the JavaScript code. So let's go to the index.html file, and in VS Code you can just type exclamation and press tab and you will have this basic HTML5 code. Now here in the head section, let's link our CSS file, and in the body let's link the JavaScript file. Right now let's start with the markup of our design. Before that, let's go ahead and add the link of the font. So the font that we're going to use in our design is called Inter. So let's get this font from Google Fonts. Alright, so here I'm in fonts.google.com and let's search for Inter, and let's go ahead and click on get font. Let's click on get embed code, and let's copy this link and let's add it to the head section. Right now the Inter font has been added. Now let's go ahead and start with the hero section. So first of all, let's create a section. Let's give it a class of hero, and in this we'll create another division inside the section, and it will be the container of this hero content. So let's create a div with the class of hero content. Now in this hero content, first of all we need to add this small tagline. So let's create a paragraph with the class of tag, and let's tap Creative Studio. Right now let's open this in our browser and let's see how it looks. So I have this extension called Live Server installed in VS Code. So once you have this installed, you can just right click in the HTML file and click on Open with Live Server, and here we can see our content is displayed in the browser. Alright, now the next thing we need to do is add the main heading. So let's go back, and here let's create an H1, and in this H1 let's create spans for each of these lines, because we want different timings for each of these animations. So let's create spans for each of the words. So let's tap designing, and then we have digital experiences. So I'll just duplicate this. Here let's tap digital and let's tap experiences. So now we have these three words over here. Alright, now the next thing we need to do is add the description. So I'll just copy this, and let's go outside the hero section and let's create a paragraph. Let's paste the text, and here for the paragraph let's give it a class of description. And then lastly we need to add the button. So let's go outside the paragraph and let's create an anchor tag. Let's give it a class of btn, and here let's tap explore work. So with that we have completed writing the HTML. So we can see all the elements are there. Now let's go ahead and add the CSS. So let's go to the style.css file, and the first thing we will do is we will remove the default margin and padding from all the elements. So let's tap asterisk, margin 0 and padding 0. Let's also set the box sizing to border box. Right now let's go ahead and style the body. So let's tap body. Let's set the background to 0A 0A 0A. So this is a dark background. And let's set the color of all the text to ED. And let's set the font family to Inter and sans serif. Alright, now let's style the hero section. So let's target the hero class. Let's set the minimum height to 100 viewport height, and let's set the padding to 10%, and let's also type display of flex, align items to the center. So now we can see that the hero section is vertically centered. Right now let's add this background glow that we see over here on the right side. So for that, let's go ahead and type background, and let's set it to radial gradient. Let's tap circle at 80%, 0%, and let's tap RGBA 255, 106, 0 and 0.08. And for the next color, let's tap transparent 45%. And now we can see we have this glow on the right side. Right now let's style the hero content. So if you go back over here, we can see that we have this division with the class of hero content. So let's tap hero content, and for the hero content let's set the max width to 900 pixels Let's set the display to flex direction to column, and gap of 32 pixels. Alright, now let's style the small tag that we have over here. So for that, let's type .tag. So we have this paragraph with the class of tag, and for the tag, let's type color. Let's set it to FF6A00, and let's type text transform uppercase, and letter spacing, let's set it to 4 pixels. Let's set the font size to 13 pixels and font weight to 600. Now we need to hide the tag at the beginning, and then we need to animate it using GSAP. So here, let's go ahead and type opacity 0 and transform translate Y of 20 pixels. Let's also add a will change, and let's set it to transform and opacity. So we are telling the browser that these values will change in the future. Now let's also add a line before this tag. So I'll just go ahead and uncomment the opacity, and let's add a line using the before selector. So let's type tag : before. Let's set the content to blank, display of block. Let's set the width to 32 pixels and height of 1 pixel. Let's set the background color to FF6A00, and let's set the opacity to 0.6. Now this should be on the left side of this text. So for that, let's go to the tag, and here let's set the display to flex, align items to center, and let's add a gap of 16 pixels. So this is how it looks. Right, now let's style the heading. So let's tap H1. Let's set the font size to clamp, 48 pixels, 8 viewport width, 110 pixels. So this will be responsive font size. So here we can see this is how it looks. And let's set the line height to 1.05, and let's set the letter spacing to -0.04 em. Let's set the font weight to 500. Now we need to have this reveal animation. So here we can see that it seems like the heading is coming out of a box or something. So for that, we need to target the spans inside the H1, and let's set the display to block, and we need to type overflow of hidden. So this will be very important because it hides the text before it is being revealed. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to move the heading down. So let's go ahead and add this span inside another span. So let's do that for all these heading text. Now here we can see this is the container span, and in that we have another span for the text. So this container span will be the one which will hide the text at the beginning. So let's go back, and now let's target the span inside the span. So let's type H1 span. Let's set the display to block, transform. Let's set it to translate Y 100%, and let's also type will change. Let's set it to transform, and let's set the padding bottom to 0.2 em. So now we can see that the text is not displayed over here. Now later using GSAP, we will animate it up. Let's also go back and uncomment the opacity of the tag. Right, now let's style the description. So let's go back, and we have a class called description for that. So let's type description. Let's set the max width to 500 pixels, and let's set the color to 8A. Let's set the font size to clamp, 16 pixels, 2 viewport width, and 18 pixels. And let's also set the line height to 1.6. Let's set the font weight to 300. Now we also need to hide the description before animating it. So let's go ahead and set the opacity to 0. And let's type transform, translate Y 20 pixels because it will come in from the bottom. So let's also type will change. Let's set it to transform and opacity. So these are the values that will change. Right, now the last thing we need to do is style the button. So here we can see we have this button with this hover effect. So let's add that effect. So let's target the btn class. Let's set the display to inline block. Let's add a margin top of 8 pixels, and let's set the padding to 16 pixels and 36 pixels. Let's set the border radius to 100 pixels. Let's set the background to transparent and color of the text to ed. let's set the border to 1 pixel solid RGBA, 237, 237, 237, and 0.2 for the opacity. Let's also remove the underline by typing text decoration to none, and font weight of 400, and font size of 15 pixels. Let's also set the letter spacing to 0.5 pixels. Now the border is not being displayed, so let's see what's the problem. Now here we have added this comma over here, so let's type 0.2. Now let's go back, and here we can see we have this button. Now for the button width, let's type width of fit content. Right, now let's also add the hover effect. So let's go ahead and type .btn:hover, and let's set the background color to ed, and let's set the color of the text to 0a, 0a, 0a. Let's set the border color to ed, and let's type transform, translate y, -2 pixels, so it will move up a little bit. Let's also add a transition. Let's set it to all, 0.4 seconds, cubic bezier 0.25, 1, 0.5, 1. So here we can see we have this hover effect. Alright, now at the beginning we need to hide this button, so let's set the opacity to 0 and transform, translate y to 30 pixels, so it will move in from the bottom. Let's also type will change, let's set it to transform and opacity. Let's also add some responsiveness, so let's type at media, max width 600 pixels. So when it is less than 600 pixels, let's add these styles. So for the hero, let's set the padding to 32 pixels, and for the h1, let's set the letter spacing to -0.02 m. Alright, now let's add GSAP. So first of all, we need to get the GSAP CDN. So let's go to the GSAP website. You can just go to gsap.com and let's go to docs, and then we need to go to installation, and in that we need to check CDN. So we have CDN over here, so let's click on this and let's copy this tag from here. So I'll just click on copy. Let's go back and paste it over here inside the HTML just before the main.js script tag. Right, now that we have added the GSAP CDN, let's go ahead and start writing the code. So let's go to the main.js file, and first of all we'll create a GSAP timeline. So let's type const tl equals GSAP dot timeline, and by default let's set the delay to 0.2. so this is a timeline. Now first of all let's animate the tag. So let's type tl, which is this timeline dot to, so it will animate from the current state to this state that we add over here. So first of all we need to add the selector, so let's type dot tag, and then we need to add the animation properties. So let's type opacity, we need to set it to 1, and we need to set the y value to 0, and let's set the duration to 0.8, and let's set the ease to power 3 dot out. So now if you go back and if I reload this page, this is how it looks. Alright, now let's animate the heading. So let's go back and let's type dot to over here, because we need to add the next animation after this animation. So here let's type h1 span, and here we need to set the y to 0, duration let's set it to 1.2, ease let's set it to expo.out, and we also need to add a stagger so that each of the spans animate one after the other. So let's add a stagger of 0.12 seconds, and now if you go back and if I reload, this is how it looks. Now we need to animate this heading a little quicker than it is right now. So for that we will add a negative delay over here. So here let's go ahead and type minus equals 0.4. So now it will animate a little earlier. There is a lot of gap between these lines of text, so let's fix that. Let's go back, let's go to the CSS, and let's go to the h1 span, and here let's add a margin bottom. Let's set it to -0.2 m. So now I think it looks alright. Alright, so the animation of the heading is complete. Now let's add the animation to the description. So let's go back, and here let's add dot to. Here let's type description, and for the description we need to set the opacity back to 1, y to 0, duration let's set it to 0.8, and ease let's set it to power 3 dot out, a negative delay of -11 equals 0.6. So this is how it looks. And lastly, we need to add the animation for the button. So let's go back, and here let's tap dot to, here let's tap dot button, and let's set the opacity to 1, y to 0, duration of 0.8, and ease of power 3 dot out, and let's also add negative equals 0.6 over here. Now let's go back, and if I reload, this is how it looks. So everything is working all right. So that's basically how you can create this minimalist hero section using HTML, CSS, and add this animation using GSAP. Alright, so that's basically it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.